So this is part one of Soditseptember. So that is sort, organise and declutter to you and I. Now, I have been finding it really hard to get motivated this week. Like, I have not known what to do with the house, basically. I did one 30-minute kind of tidy up, which you will find in my shorts. I did a short video on that. And I felt much better for that. But then after that, I had another couple of days go by where I didn't take any real action. And I'm looking around my house thinking, this needs doing, this needs doing. Like, we need a deep clean of each room. We need to do another declutter. I have basically been absent from my house pretty much for the whole month of August. What with my stepdad having a stroke, then passing away, and then a week of annual leave away from home. So I've had a whole month not around, and that has been a month which has been school, some holidays, and the kids have been around a lot during that time. My husband has done a sterling job of keeping things going and cleaning up. You know, when I'd come back from my folks, after my stepdad had passed away, he had done a full top to bottom clean of the house. But there are other things that I do, like the little mini declutters and things like that, the deeper clean bits that help to keep things ticking on. And anyway, we had some things to do and I had no motivation. So I have decided to take part in Soditseptember and just try and slowly chip away at some things, break it down into smaller bite-sized chunks. So for this particular evening, I decided to declutter a couple of drawers in this unit. That was all. I thought I'll start there, and if I have the time and the energy, I'll move onto my desk. I did not move onto my desk, and actually this took me a little bit longer than I thought. It took me, I think, just a smidge over half an hour. It's not too bad at all, right? But that's all I felt like I had the energy for. And sometimes, especially when you're struggling and struggling with motivation, you just have to accept that, right? That is what I could do. That is, that's a success in my eyes, managing to do a couple of drawers. That is a success. But these couple of drawers in this unit house colouring pens and colouring books, and then also workbooks for educational workbooks for the kids. So we have one drawer which is more of the educational stuff, and the other drawer which is coloured paper and colouring pens and stickers and all of that sort of stuff. So the kind of the educational one and then the fun one. And you may have noticed, if you watch my videos regularly, that I had got to that point again where I'm having to shove stuff in the drawer, shove them in and really jam stuff in the drawer. And we know when we're starting to jam stuff into drawers and cupboards, really we just need to declutter them. These drawers are heavily used. I would say the kids are in them every single day for some kind of craft project, or they need a pen and they need a pencil, they want a calculator, they want some stickers, they want to do this, that and the other. And that's great. I am all for the creativity, the educational stuff, 100% help yourself. My only ask is that we use a tray when we're using glue sticks and colouring pens, or we're up on the dining table with a tablecloth or something, which hasn't been listened to lately. So I do have some biro to get rid of from my sofa, but it could be worse. So otherwise, I'm all for kind of help yourself to a pen and get on with it, ish, unless you're 2 years old, unless you're the youngest member of the family, in which case help yourself to a pen and have a grown up with you, because we all know that toddlers cannot stop themselves from drawing on themselves, tables, walls, floors, etc. We all know it's going to be a few bits of pen on a piece of paper, and there's going to be a lot of pen on their faces. So for that requires supervision. So yeah, I am thinking for my Soditseptember, I'm going to do some mini declutters and get some things really sorted, bit of cleaning, whatever, bit of organisation. I feel like that this could be a mini little bite-sized series in September, and then October, do a serious challenge to overhaul the house, because in November, I'm not the kind of 1st of November, I'm going to get the Christmas decorations out kind of person, but during November things start to get busy for Christmas. Like, you know, Christmas is not a 1 month fair, especially with kids. The activities start in November, work stuff starts, it gets busy in November. Like, life just gets really busy. So I want to have like overhauled the house so that when I come to get the decorations out, everything is feeling like really calm in the house. That's my plan. And then I want to do a video before I get the decorations out of Christmas. I want to do a walkthrough of the house and like just show you all a kind of side by side walkthrough. Last year, just before Christmas, when I did my first like walkthrough, my overwhelmed, oh my God, I need to sort this out walkthrough, compared to what it is like now. And I'm just genuinely really interested to see what the difference I've been able to make in the past year, just like slowly chipping away. Because I haven't been able to like take a month or two off and absolutely overhaul the house. I haven't gone like full on minimalist and gotten rid of skips and skips worth of stuff. I'm not sure I'm not sure. I don't think that will ever happen. That's never been my aim. So, but what I want to do is be able to sit in the house, feel calm, and feel like I've reached that kind of clicking point where, you know, it's all come together quite nicely. And I'm definitely not there yet. It's going to take longer. And this is like an ongoing project, but I do feel like there's more can be done. My 1,000 item challenge that I did a couple of months ago was really like an excellent. I felt like that made massive improvement to the house. Like, I'm so glad I did it. I cannot recommend enough setting yourself a silly goal in terms of items to get rid of in your house and just going for it. That helped me so much. But I don't know that I would repeat that. Could I do another 1,000 items? I think I probably could, you know. But I have actually had a bit of a declutter today, but I just, because I was solo with 2-year-old, I just needed to kind of crack on with it. But I've bought clothes into the house recently, you know, with that back to school, not just school clothes, but with the back to school, I realised there were other things missing in the kids' wardrobes. And I'm a big fan of secondhand purchasing, thrifting. So I used Vinted for all of those purchases, really, bar the trainers for the boys and undies, which were new, but I got them some good bits, and that meant I needed to make way the stuff that wasn't fitting, get the stuff out that was kind of like between sizes for middle child ready to grow into, get it all packed away. So I've had a really good productive day today. And I've got a friend coming around tomorrow, so I think I'm going to film and like do a bit of a mad kind of tidy, clear, clean in the morning tomorrow before my friend arrives. It was my plan to do it this evening, but I ran out of energy, quite frankly, and I thought I'd do this voiceover instead. So there you go. Sometimes you have to just go with your gut, don't you? But I mean, I'm somebody that really thrives from having a bit of a routine, a bit of a plan. So I think having, you know, giving myself a series always helps me, whether that's, you know, getting rid of 1,000 items, whether it's a bit of a Soditseptember, giving myself, you know, a like, this is what we're going to do this month. So that I don't have to think every single day, like, what is my plan? What am I doing? Because I just honestly won't get anything done then. And I do think that has been my problem this past week. I have not had a clear plan. So now I have a plan. I will start posting content a little bit more regularly. It is, we haven't yet had the funeral for my stepdad, and that is the end of next week. So we're still in the really topsy-turvy time, and we will be for some time. It will be a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. So things are not settled, but also having a plan and keeping myself busy really does help me. I'm not getting enough sleep though. So after I do this voiceover, I'm going to go to bed because I've been terrible at getting to bed. Like, honestly, I've been lucky if I get to bed at midnight. Some nights it's morning, quite frankly. It's like 1:30, and I think I could get to bed earlier. I don't know what is going on with me. But yeah, we'll get there. We will get there. We'll get into a routine, get some more sleep, and feel a bit better. I've really concentrated on improving my diet this past week because that had gone off the rails as well recently. And definitely eat my feelings. So here's what I got rid of, and I'm really pleased with that from these just a couple of drawers. So everything here has been like used and bruised and ditched, and then on the right hand side is going to be given to nursery.